Hey YouTube, Joe's Two Car Garage coming at you. Alright, we're working on the 99 Pontiac Firebird LSX swap. And as you can see clearly, here is the hood finally back from the body shop. Hooray! Actually, I got it back a week ago. Right after my last update, I got it back. And this is the area, where's the finger? Here it is. This is the area that was crushed. This is where all the paint was all just peeling and flaking off, and the body guy, Eric, stripped it, and apparently the skin was debonded from the framework, so he rebonded that back down, painted both sides after he stripped it, and did all the body work to it, so it's the same color inside and out. Now the guy I bought it from said it's a factory hood, but from what I understand, the factory hood has this is a separate piece right here, so there's a groove that runs around it, except for the SLP hoods, which are just like this, only in one piece. Firehawk doesn't have this bottom part. So I don't know, and I don't care. It's a good hood, matches the car now, looks all right. So there it is, finally. Got my hood. I also picked up my heads today. They got cut 10 thousandths, and I did a little bit more port work on them. So I'll take you over to the utility room. They're sitting over there right now, so hold on a minute. And there they are. As you can see right down here, maybe 10 thousandths. Same on that one. Cut 10 thousandths. And when I picked them up, I was giving them a look, and I noticed that they had a flat area in here. It was like an angle that went up to the bottom of the rocker guide boss. So it wasn't really concentric going around. It had this lump in it. And I did notice in one of Mark Birch's videos on porting these heads that he actually put his finger right on that and said there's a lump right here in his. And I'll be darned if every one of mine didn't have that same lump in it. So I spent a couple hours today going over this and opening these bowls up a little bit more, taking that out of there. And I also cleaned up the rocker stud lump a little bit better. If you can look down the floor of what's the floor right now, which is actually the wall, right below my thumb, right there you can see a hole. And that is for the valve train. One of the rocker studs comes down into there, and it used to have a big boss that protruded into the port wall. You can see the hole real good up the port like that. So the fix is to just grind it off, and when you put the bolt in, to put some sealant on it, and that should keep it from sucking oil or anything like that. So I went over all of them and redid them. There was also, this is a little difficult one-handed, right here in the bottom. I don't know if I can, you can see kind of right in this area, it kind of rises up a little bit, but that had a big hump in it, every one of them. So I went ahead and ground those out of there too. Now, they're not the flattest, they're not as flat as they could be. I'm sure somebody else could get them flatter. But for my first set, I think they're just fine. I do need to get some better Tootsie Rolls, as they're called, and a longer set of mandrels. The mandrels I got were only 3.5 usable inches long. And every time I put a pointed one on there, they unrolled. So they're Harbor Freight ones. And the only Tootsie Rolls that I could use were the tubular shaped ones. And the ones that I really wanted to use to get into the tight areas, the pointy ones, just unrolled every time I put them on. I don't know what the deal is with that setup that I got going. Everything else about it seems to work right. It's spinning the right way for the cutters. So all I can figure out is that Harbor Freight's making their shit backwards. It's a little wild, but every time I put a pointy one on, they unroll. I don't know. So then I got a flapper running around in there. So anyway, give you a shot of the exhaust ports. Really, I don't know why I can't get the light to focus in there, but they're pretty smooth. Polished them out a little bit, so they should be all right. I lapped them. I know I'm supposed to have them cut, but they were in real good shape, so I just went ahead and lapped the valves. And I think I might have brushed a seat with one of the rolls today, so I'm going to have to give them a quick going over just to look and see if I need to do any work to one of them. Maybe have to get it cut. I don't know. Well, I'm not going to drop it. I'm going to set them back on the floor. So the other thing I got today, I had to run to Dearborn today and get my rack and pinion. That's out here. And hey, what a surprise. Still haven't cleaned the garage. Yep, like I said, not a priority. I'll clean it when the parts are on the car. So anyway, there's the new rack and pinion. And the box has got my new tie rod ends in it. So, hell of a deal. Anyway, that's my update for today, 3/14/16, Tuesday. Wow, I got all the info today. So there it is. Got to borrow a hone from a buddy to hone the block. Once the block is honed, I'm going to wash it down real good and we can start assembling. Heads, as far as I'm concerned, at this point are done except for the seat inspection. I want to make sure that I didn't really screw anything up. And that's that. Moving forward after this, what I want to do, I want to get the motor together, bolt it up to the trans, set it aside. Then I got to get this buggy back up in the air, get the rear end back out of it. And then I got to make a decision. I'd really like to paint the bottom of it factory color, and I want to do the engine bay for sure. But I got to do something with the epoxy primer that the sandblaster put on there. I can't just leave it sit like this because the first time I see a little bloom of rust, I'll freak out. I had to go through all that agony and bullshit to get it over to him and tear it all apart again so that he could sandblast it to watch it rust away again. So I got to take care of it, or it's just going to do it again. I've been considering chassis saver on the bottom just because it would be easier, but then I got to top coat it anyway. So that's where I'm at as far as getting anything done today. Been running around. I'm pretty tired, so I'm gonna go have dinner. Hopefully I'll post this and hopefully somebody will look at it. Anyway, YouTube, there you go. Another update for today. Talk to you later.